Spirit Halloween has new Spidey suits. A little bit ago, I reviewed the Peter Parker version of Spirit's Spider-Man suits. You guys seem to absolutely love that video, and I got quite a few requests to review their Miles Morales suit. So after a small break due to moving, I went to Spirit and picked it up. So let's just jump right in. When taking the suit out of the packaging, it's pretty much identical to the Peter suit. There's 3 items included: the suit, the mask, and the little chin shaper thing. Everything looks pretty awesome right out of the box, and I'm just as impressed as last time, especially with these colors. However, before taking it out to film, I noticed it looked a lot bigger than the other suit I have. So I went to try it on, and while putting the little boots over the shoes, one of the elastic straps snapped. This is a very easy fix, but it was a little concerning. I didn't even have the suit fully on yet, but it was probably just a user error, hopefully. Once I had the suit on, it was pretty obvious that the size chart for these costumes is just entirely inaccurate. I can't speak on the Spider-Gwen suit, but if you've purchased one of those this year, let me know in the comments if it actually fits you. This suit is a medium, which is what I wear in pretty much every form of clothing, including Spidey suits from Print Costume or Heroes Time. The measurements on the size chart lined up, so I figured that I was in the clear. Unfortunately, as you can see, that's not really the case. To be fair, when I was at Spirit, I did ask if they had any smaller sizes, but this was it. Nonetheless, let's check out this suit. I want to take note of these gorgeous logos. Following the trend on the Peter Parker suit, this one is amplified by a large rubber logo on the chest. Rather than this one being a classic black logo, we've got a bright red spider, which is a spider design I'm not sure I've ever actually seen before. I really like this one. Personally, it feels like a spectacular Spider-Man version of the Miles Morales suit, which is super cool. The back of the suit is labeled with a very classic Miles back logo, straight from the comic books. This one is printed onto the back of the suit, just like the Peter costume, but if you ask me, this one really pops. I also want to take note of the printing and sewing on the fabric around the zipper. It's pretty damn impressive how clean this looks. Normally it's just a straight colored zipper, and you sacrifice a lot of the design to be able to get into it. I love that they took the printing on the fabric all the way to the zipper, so it practically covers it when you have the suit on. Taking a look a layer deeper, the brick texture printed onto the suit looks insane. It's way more prevalent on this costume due to the black color base, and it really pops. You can also see some of this brick texturing on those red shoulder sections of the suit. The implementation of this new muscle shading gives a really fun effect in those areas where it's like the red is too shiny to see the bricks. It's super neat stuff. Speaking of, the reds on this costume are so vibrant. To be fair, there is a lot of extra room here, so the suit isn't stretching fully, just keep that in mind. But even on the Peter Parker suit, which fits better, color fading didn't seem to be an issue. That vibrancy follows itself from the feet of the costume all the way up to the mask. I'm not positive what inks they're using to dye or print these suits, but it's definitely some good stuff. This thing is pretty much identical to the Peter Parker mask I got last time, only now with a different color palette. I still love these lenses. I genuinely think they're really cool. A ton of people in the comments of the last video pointed out that they look like Spectacular Spider-Man, and I totally see it. I think the specific tone of red they chose for the lenses is incredible. It's such a flashy look that I've always loved for Miles. The mesh in these eyes seems to be okay, with pretty decent visibility, but I'd recommend switching that out for something a bit more sturdy if you get the chance. The mask is a bit big once again, but that's not a huge problem. Putting a face shell on under the mask seemed to fill it out pretty nice. In this video specifically, I'm using my Spectacular Spider-Man face shell modeled by Matthew DC on Instagram. As mentioned earlier, the elastic on one of the shoes snapped, making it not hold as well to my shoes, but it still works just fine. The Spirit setup returns with simply slipping your shoes into the bottoms, and the little pearls on the bottom saving the suit from any damage. I do love this small upgrade to the boots since their previous renditions of the costumes, just obviously keep an eye on that elastic. When the suit is fully on, it's genuinely super nice to look at. All of those details we just went over paired together to make a Halloween costume that is quite close to beginner level cosplay. I just love that this hobby is becoming so much more accessible as time goes on. Honestly, if this suit fit me a little better, I would have loved to upgrade it and use it in stunt videos, but I think this one is moving on to a new home. Well, if you're still here, thanks so much for sticking around. I'm always happy to provide you guys with these reviews when you want them, and I've always loved the red and black design for Spidey. Thanks so much for having patience while I've been going through some challenges and new steps in life. There are more videos that will be coming soon. If this video helped or entertained you in any way, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.